off the truck, right from the heartbeat of America, Grand Rapids, Michigan. This is a Buell 1190 Hammerhead, the fastest by a long shot production American superbike V-twin ever made. This thing has 186 horsepower, under 420 pounds wet. It is an absolute rocket ship. The power to weight ratio with about 100 foot-pounds torque is ridiculous. It's like getting shot out of a rocket when you crack the throttle. This is a very, very rare piece, and we have a special offer. If you've been looking to buy a Buell, you're going to want to call Junior straight away because there's only one. This is the only metallic silver, full carbon bodywork 1190. We got this straight from Chris Pobance, the global sales director from Buell. This was at the factory on display in their showroom in Grand Rapids, Michigan, as their factory production. Well, this is serial number 21 of this particular model, and one of one with the full carbon fiber bodywork and the metallic silver paint job. The MSRP on this bike is $23,000. There's only one, and I've got a special offer today for this bike from Chris, $16,950. But there's only one. It's over $5,000 off the MSRP, and it's one of one. It's brand new. It's got 12 miles on the odometer. Every one of these is run on the dyno at Buell. The engines are run at Buell, and this is as American made of a motorcycle as you can possibly get. It is, the engine cases are machined in Grand Rapids, Michigan. This is the original Buell design. That motorcycle is called one of the most exclusive super bikes you could get, and Cycle World called the #1 super bike. I read that right out of Wikipedia, the Buell 1190 when it first came out. If you look at some of the innovations on this bike, probably the most obvious one is the frame. The frame is not only the frame, it's also the fuel tank. Massive aluminum. One of the signature things of the Buell was that the centralization of mass, the power to weight ratio. Look at the front brake. There's another Buell hallmark, a perimeter, massive, largest rotor in the industry with an 8-piston caliper on this thing with the ram air cooling fins on it. You'll only see that on a Buell. All the bodywork on this thing, look at the stripes on this. Those are not pinstripes, guys. That's the actual carbon fiber poking through. These are hand built on an assembly line, hand built and hand painted one at a time. The 1190 is not a new engine. It was originally designed about 14 years ago as an 1125. This is an evolution of the same power plant, and it is a rocket ship. The bike has 190 mile-an-hour top speed, and at 419 pounds with 185 horsepower, it is second to none in acceleration. Pirelli tires. It has the 43 millimeter inverted forks, long travel suspension, killer brakes, killer tires. The rims are super lightweight. Everything about this is a purpose-built, American-made sport bike. Suspension's made by Showa to Buell spec. Both the fork and the shock is adjustable for compression and rebound. Comes from the factory with a high-quality gold chain, carbon fiber bodywork, Pirelli tires, massive wheels. It's set up for two-up riding if you want to take your honey on a ride of a life around the Isle of Man. They do have a two-up class there, I know for a fact, but the best of everything, exclusive because it's the only one ever painted this color, and it came direct from the Buell factory, and it was their display model in their showroom, one of one. Because this one's on the floor, it's a $5,000 discount off a special ordering one from Buell, so you're saving a ton of money. It's going to have instant built-in equity, and you're buying a machine that's proven. Buell won a racing championship with this engine, and Logan Sapala. If you want to hear what this thing sounds like, guys, it's got the EPA mandated exhaust and CAT on it right now. But Dean Adams makes an exhaust. Punch in Dean Adams 1190, and you'll hear what this thing sounds like opened up. They sound like absolutely amazing, like an F1 supercar. Logan Sapala, with this engine, this 1190 engine, has been undefeated in AMA national hill climbs. He won every round last year in the unlimited class, and he's won every round this year. The engine out of the box with just a exhaust and a tuner has been dominating at the highest level of horsepower in drag racing, road racing, and it's undefeated for coming up on 2 years. in the Grand National Hill Climb Championship. Take a look at the carbon fiber on there. It's like aircraft quality. The fit and finish on the triple clamps, the gas cap, the carbon fiber. It's like something you'd see on a world-class super bike, which is what this is. It just happens to be made in America by Americans. The company's owned by Bill Melvin and his family, and I've met a lot of the players from the company, like Troy Devlin and Chris Pobance and Alec Owens, and watched a ton of videos. Bill Melvin himself is an avid motorcyclist who has a huge collection of not only Buell motorcycles, including the championship-winning hill climber that Logan Sapola ran. Him and his pops have been collecting bikes for a long time. Their family is obsessed with motorcycles. That's why he got into this. He's not just a money man, he's obsessed with bikes, and what they're doing with the Buell brand is spectacular. You can get custom paint jobs. You can order all kinds of accessories, custom saddles, exhausts, tuners, quick shifter kits. They make an SX model, which is a street fighter. They've got this Hammerhead model, which is a super sport bike. They've got the Super Cruiser coming out, which is this engine in a Harley Davidson FXR style chassis, which is, we've pre-sold 4 of them already. We have deposits on 4, and Junior, myself, and Mr. Turbo. So we got 7 of them sold already. Those aren't available till late next year. This one's available today for $16,950, and there's only one at that price. So give Junior a call. We can ship it anywhere in the country for you. We offer financing in-house from Freedom Road, and we also take trades. So if you've been thinking about getting one of these, but the price was too high, Chris Pobance, the global sales manager, director, gave us this one. Said, special price on this one. It'll sell fast. There's only one. The next one's going to be full retail if you order it brand new from Buell online or from us. If you happen to order one from Buell, make sure you tell them Kaplan America sent you, okay? So you might have seen our transporter has the Buell logos on it. We're definitely committed. We've got a whole bunch of vintage Buells in the museum here. I even have Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Buell here. I have the Cycle World Buell Thunderbolt cover magazine bike here. And you might have seen the Patriot Missile I had. It was red, white, and blue Buell. I've been riding these since the beginning, since they're 40 years, guys. Eric's been building these bikes for 40 years. He's semi-retired, no longer building these bikes. He's building electric bikes now. He's in his 70s. I think he's like 76 now. But he's been doing this for 40 years, and was a pro-level road racer, and he knew what he was doing. An engineer, obviously, also, but rare combination. You have a road racer, engineer who built bikes that were second to none. Harley Davidson owned the company for a while, and then they split. Eric owned it for a while, and now Bill Melvin out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. A lot of the components, he located the factory in Michigan, because a lot of the manufacture of the components and bodywork and everything are there, and all the resources he needed to set up the factory are there in the heartland of America. Thanks for watching. God bless Buell, and God bless America. Don't judge the character of this bike by the way it sounds right now. Some people are like, geez, I don't like the way it's too quiet. Have you ever heard any of the new Harley Davidsons, like my CVO Road Glide? It sounds like a freaking vacuum cleaner coming off the floor. Any of the new Harleys, because of the EPA mandates. But there is the Dean Adams exhaust. There is the factory option. I'll show you the factory option exhaust that they have right here. This is what the stock exhaust looks like on the SX. This is the factory stainless steel Shorty's twin up pipes, and it gives it a much better sound. We're also going to be manufacturing in-house here our own exhaust system. We're working with Thunderhead also for the Super Cruiser, but for the Buell SX and the Hammerhead, we're actually in the process of building custom exhausts well, we can't, Dean Adams isn't in production right now. We're 6 weeks out from him, so we wanted to do one. We're just going to do it in-house, and I have 3 on order from Dean. We're also going to be putting turbo kits together for these. We're estimating somewhere around 260 horsepower at the rear wheel with a turbo kit, about a 40% increase in power. This is the SX model, one of my favorites, the Street Fighter. This is in carbon fiber with the red Buell logos on there. This is one of the factory options you can get. The saddle with the custom piping on it, that's available for the Hammerhead also. This is another custom paint one. This is one of one also. This is the white with carbon fiber. This one's $19.9. I've only got one at $16.9, and that was a special authorization from Chris at Buell himself. So the bikes are the same other than the color, and they charge a premium for the custom paints. This is the standard Hammerhead carbon fiber body kit on this one. Both of these can be had for under $20,000 out the door too. MSRP is considerably higher than that. I think it's about $1,000 more, but Junior likes to say we're the no fluff dealership. No, we don't charge shipping. We don't charge on all that add-on stuff. Most dealers want to sell you like ceramic coating and VIN etching and all that bullshit. Next thing you walk out the door, you got $2,000 added on your invoice for a bunch of shit you don't need. We're no fluff. We don't do that. We don't need to. We have the largest reseller of gas motorcycles in the world. We're number one in Buell. We're number one in Stark, and we are the number one reseller of vintage classic motorcycles. We've sold have an eBay feedback of over 10,000 motorcycles. That 7,500 motorcycle videos on YouTube that bikes are restored, and our feedback is over 10,000, including parts that were sold on eBay. Here's a couple of our vintage Buells. This is signed by Dale Earnhardt Jr. This was his personal Buell. He was sponsored by Budweiser, and this bike is now permanently on display in the museum. And this is the cover bike from Cycle World magazine right here. You can see here's the magazine cover, and I have it next to the Hayabusa. I have the Hayabusa over here only for the reason to use it as an example of that's 160 pounds heavier than the Buell Hammerhead, and it has the same horsepower, 20% less torque. That has 80 foot-pounds, it's got 100 foot-pound torque. So what do you think happens when you take a super bike engine V-twin with all that torque, 20% more torque, and 30% less weight? It's way faster than even a Hayabusa in acceleration. And as far as handling on a track, forget about it. Not even the same league. This is a bike you can take to the Isle of Man pretty much out of the box. So if you're thinking of buying a new Buell, give us a call. We are taking orders on the Buell Super Cruiser and also the Hammerhead and the SX. So if you see one of these and you like it, if you want one of these that we have in stock, give us a call. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless America.